so your thoughts, Mr. Midnight, since you got to watch it?
I liked it.
You liked it? What did you like about it? Stuff.
Wonder Woman.
Alright, so why?
I hope.
Rizzo, you got to watch it. What did you think?
I didn't care too much for the movie. It lived up to my expectations of it, which I thought it was gonna be like. The only things that didn't live up to my expectations was Ben Affleck actually did a really good Batman.
Yeah.
And Gal Gadot actually surprised me. She actually played a really good Wonder Woman as well.
Is that her name, Gal Gadot?
Gal Gadot, yeah.
She's Russian.
Because,
she's Russian.
from the beginning, when they were slowly announcing all the different people, all the actors that were gonna play the roles,
Right.
I was like, really? Like when they announced Ben Affleck, I was like, Ben Affleck, what? And then I finally made peace with it, and I was like, you know what? I'll give Ben Affleck a chance. He might just surprise me.
Just might pull it off.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, they go, okay, Gal Gadot is gonna play Wonder Woman. I was like, really? She's such a twig, you know? She's so skinny. You know, like when I think of an Amazonian woman, I think of like a real beefy.
Yeah, she bulked up, dude.
She wasn't even that bulky though. Like I still think of somebody more bulkier, like more fit and you know.
But she has breasts.
Yes, okay. Well, so does all women. And some men.
For example.
Yeah. So I finally made peace with that, and then they went ahead and they go, okay, Jesse Eisenberg is playing Luther, and that's where I drew the line. I was like, no way in the world is Jesse Eisenberg gonna pull off Lex Luthor.
He has a psychotic kick.
no
Did Lex
way.
Luthor always have a psychotic kick?
Nope. Nope.
Where did that come from?
You know,
Lex Luthor is in the comics. He's a businessman. He's very
by the way, you
calm,
might
yeah,
want to save those.
composed,
What up?
calculating.
Yeah.
cold.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't twitch. He's not nervous. Like
Health package?
Jesse Eisenberg was like super nervous
No, no,
all the
back to
time.
your
Like
gun.
the way he talks, like
Explosive
his voice flutters
Well,
and
then
stuff like that. And I was
maybe,
like,
maybe,
yeah, it does. Like it.
maybe
The
Jesse
Nancy Love.
Eisenberg joined up and tried to like do a version of Lex Luthor.
Don't bother with that.
That was
But
nothing like the comic books.
there's
Then
nothing
he
like the comic
succeeded.
books,
Then
but
he succeeded.
somewhat like trying to gain that psychotic mindset.
So he was trying to be
that
like
Heath
a
Ledger-
Joker version of Luther, which is stupid.
Yeah.
I think that was just totally dumb.
Huh.
Another
It
thing.
shaved his head. It shaved his head though.
The
Which
other
head?
thing that I had against the movie was the whole
That's disgusting.
Zod is Doomsday. That's another thing that just
Spoiler
pissed me
alert.
off. Like Zod is Doomsday. Like that was just the dumbest thing ever. Like the comic, if they stayed true to the comic, what it should have been, and this is okay. My friend Thomas Ackerman, majority of us know who Thomas Ackerman.
I know Levi.
I don't know who he is.
Levi Ackerman.
Well, anyway, Thomas Ackerman
Who's
is
that?
a big Superman fan, and like, I liked his take on it. He said what they should have done is that since there was a ship that crash landed on Earth, they should have said that that was the ship that had the mutated Kryptonian, hence, Doomsday.
Yeah.
It should have been that, and Luther stumbled upon it or dug it up. That's what it should have been. Not turn Zod into Doomsday. They should have just played Doomsday the way they did in the comic book. But I don't know. They lack vision, I guess. I don't know.
Lack vision.
They just couldn't. They just couldn't pull it off. I don't know. There was just too much things going on. And of course, everybody knows about the dream sequences. I'm pretty
Yes.
sure.
Allowed to swear on this?
Dream sequences. You saw them, right? What did you think of the dream sequences?
Nah.
Yeah. It threw me off because it caught me off
Yeah,
guard in the
it did
beginning.
throw me off.
Follow me.
Like when he fell in the well with the bats,
That's
all the
the
bats
first
came off in the cave and started circling him, and then next thing you know, he started levitating, and I was like, "What is going on?" I was like, "What is going on?"
Yeah.
Bats around him too.
I looked at my friends, and next thing I was like, "What's going on right now?"
Can somebody answer my question?
What's that?
What's going on?
Like Jerry Seinfeld, what is going on? What's going on?
What is going on? Why is the bats
It was,
flowing him up to the light?
Yeah.
and not only that, like a lot of the dream sequences were like as if he was like foretelling what was gonna happen in the future.
Yeah.
Like that whole thing with Barry Allen, the Flash, coming out and like, you must find us, Bruce. You must find us. Bring us
that was
together.
Barry
And I
Allen?
was like,
Telling prophecy.
Was that supposed
Yeah.
to be the Flash?
yeah, it was the Flash. He looked like he was in an Iron Man suit.
Yeah.
I was like, what is he wearing? Is that the Iron Man suit?
Well, but did he at least have the lightning bolts or anything?
No, you couldn't see. You could barely see. It was like a vortex thing going on.
It was almost as
And
if
he
he
was
stuck
like
in the
sticking
Speed
his
Force.
body through like he was in the Speed Force, and he was like,
Ooh.
I think they're trying to copycat Days of Future's Past, and that's like supposed to be like the future reaching out to.
it was retarded, man. It was a dream sequence. That's the
Yeah.
thing, though.
It was
Never
a
go
dream
full retard.
inside a dream.
This
guy says
It was
another
a dream
dream.
sequence. It was crazy. There was just so much dream sequence. Even the one where like had the Omega,
Even the dream sequence had a dream
where
sequence.
had all
Yeah.
the Omega, and then like it was the whole thing like the coming up dark side.
Yeah.
And then at the end, he was like, something's coming. We have to find everybody and bring them together, and they have to fight.
Arriving though.
Yeah. Justice League. So what's coming?
It's supposed to be
Whose face? I
It's
mean,
supposed to be dark side.
was coming.
Dark side's coming.
Dark side.
That the whole mega sign that he saw
Yeah,
in
the
his
whole
hand
mega. Yeah.
was
That's
supposed to be dark side.
So like it was like he was prophesying, and I was like, since when was Batman a clairvoyant? Like what the heck? Like I thought it was what you call why can't I think of her name? Gordon. Barbara Gordon. I thought Barbara Gordon was the Oracle.
Oh yeah, that
Barbara
was
Gordon.
tuning some stuff up.
Like it was freaking retarded. I was like, what the heck is going on?
Yeah, that part was coming up.
For the most part, that was my take on it. Oh, and not only that, since Superman killed in Man of Steel,
Yeah.
since he killed Zod in Man of Steel, and Superman never kills in the comic book,
Right.
All right.
they're like, oh, we have to make Batman kill now. So Batman killed a bunch of people in Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
They're like, oh,
Yeah.
Batman's a killer now. Okay.
Did he kill anyone in Dark Knight Rises?
No.
Really?
Should Batman kill?
I'd say why the heck not?
Rod
Who's the Mike
killed
Zapsik in
himself.
this group that says he should? Okay, before we get into that, it's just there's a lot of scenes where they set you up perfectly for not just Aquaman, but for everyone in the Justice League. Like there's that one scene where we can see, oh yeah, by the way, Cyborg's gonna pop up on this part. They just totally tease you the whole time with it, which is cool because I understand they have to save it for the movie. But a lot of people kept saying that it's not a movie made for comic fans. It's just made to try and draw new fans into it. That's what I kind of got into the argument about outside of here. And
But that was your theory, right? It's to draw new fans. into
right,
the
it's
comics.
just strictly to draw the newer
Yeah.
fans into the comics.
This
The
movie
next
did not
generation.
cater to the fans.
Which I'm kind of like respecting why they didn't do it. And a lot of guys were like, man, I can't believe they didn't make the arrow. I just be like, what do you mean? Green Arrow shoots Superman with the arrow made of kryptonite, and then it's actually Superman made of kryptonite. I was just, yeah, that's a good point to take, but like I said, it's not made for comic fans. Plain and simple. I did like the cameos. Didn't like how there wasn't enough Aquaman. I really wanted that one scene where she's going underwater or something, or the spear's there, and he just comes up with the spear. Like, there you go. But Wonder Woman, to me, in my honest opinion, stole the show. That's what kept my attention. For
I think
the whole
Tony
movie.
agreed with you in his first
Yeah.
part there.
Well,
You know,
Tony,
okay.
no, Tony's agreeing with me because it's a woman.
Here's
I
a-
agree with it because there's the fight scene that was badass.
Here's
as hell.
another funny thing too. It's
I'm
like,
sure Tony checked that out too.
you were showing all the different characters from the Justice League. You know how when he opened up the file, so what
It's pretty
happens
much
is
like
Batman.
Wait, here's the thing. The dream sequence says, "Come find us." Flash is like, "Come find us, Batman." Didn't Lex Luthor already fight them?
Yeah, right.
So that wasn't the part that threw me through.
Yeah, so
like,
Batman
but he found them on
stole
Lex Luthor's. Yeah.
files from Lex Luthor, okay? And these
That's not the
files,
Batman I know. Stealing
Th-
files from
these files
Obviously porn.
had everything about the like the metahumans and stuff like that. Like But the funny thing is that the only metahumans that was on that file
Was 4 of them.
Yeah, was only 4 of them.
But then it's like, there's many of them out there. There's many of them out there, guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them. And
Yeah.
then he's like, I found 4.
Yeah, there's
There's a
only
lot.
4, and I was like, really? They could, like, I mean, they should have at least just put some false ones. You didn't have to open those files, but they could have at
Oh,
least
you
put
mean
like
like
a bunch.
add in to make it look like it's full,
Yeah.
not the top 4. You know
Yeah.
what, here's my thing. Like, that I actually this made me laugh more than anything. It says, I'm gonna address it. Why the hell is Wayne Enterprises' computer so slow? Did anyone not
Yeah.
notice that? Like,
It
the
took
dream
forever.
sequences, it
Yeah.
took one whole dream sequence for that thing to
For the whole thing.
upload.
I thought they had a very big applied sciences.
They were running on AOL.
You know.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what the
Right.
big comment was after the movie.